So we probably don't want to reduce the health here. Just stick with regular human. And then we needed the savage to get the primal roar to give us some consistent healing. And we wanted the flail. Primal roar. Let's do some attack stats first so we can kill stuff before the reflect stuff is online. Take the highest that's useful to me. Nope. So it seems like the Eldritch was always its own drop. It's not like something you can roll into or that replaces the other stuff when you're selecting there. So I guess maybe we'll just take the primal since we're kind of built into... Well, if we get a solar thing, then I can use damage to burning on basically anything. Yeah, that makes more sense actually. Since the passive's not really going to do damage anyways. So we want to get a lot of hits with that and have that cast extremely often for the healing. Reach would be good, but that's about the only thing there. Energy cost there. That's going to be hard to build, isn't it? Those are the only two we want on it. Would I ever put those two and then double those two categories with the extra rune slot? That would be really strange. We would go primordial with the main attack, which would be absolutely nothing good there. So I don't think we can do that. With a flail, we would want a lot of sun runes. So maybe we double the moon and just take some random stuff on that, I guess? Yeah, I don't think we're passing up that on the flail. Attack reach. Oh yeah, I guess we probably will add in the extra runes on that. Since it's just the cost reduction and basically nothing. Wow, this is gonna be a weird rune setup. Cost reduction, double... Convert to lunar so that we can get some freeze stuff, maybe? That sounds so strange. But I think that's the only one that really even benefits from the extra runes. Fierce. Burn. And we double the sun. Dodge. That might be a bad thing here. I have no idea if Primal works on a Reflect. I hope it does. Once here, Leap is kind of nice. Also gives energy generation so we can heal a bit more. Honestly, the Barbarian tree fits really nicely with Oathkeeper, actually. And you just want a lot of survivability. To attack reach. Wow, we got the Eldritch already. Big damage reflect, big health, not bad. And then one more sun here. Gotta be attack arc, right? Unless there's like double hit or something that I really want. Yeah, I guess just attack arc. Damage taken. Primal res. Grab the cost reduction for that. Damage stagger, yeah. And we double that. Yeah, I guess we just take the hits already with the Eldritch Thorns. I don't think we wanted any of these. There's the 50% damage reflects. And then, final thing we get for this. Damage to elites, no, that's not going to be relevant later on with all the reflect scaling we're going to have, I think. So really the only thing I can do is convert it to lunar and get some chance of freeze on gear to benefit from damage to frozen, I guess. Weird. Movement for life lost. And then we are looking for a pair of pants. Quick Strike would give more healing. Not bad stats. Although I guess attack speed won't really do any damage. This has damage reflect, which is cool. Might just take that because the stats on it fit the build. So we do need some of that now for the converted lunar. Now we have one of each element to try and pull that stuff off. Now what can we do for this one? Burn to make it more consistent. But it's just all damage stuff that isn't gonna do anything. We do need some boots. Right, we're going helmets and gloves, unique. Quick Strike, absolutely terrible stats. Nope. Terrible stats. pretty bad? I don't think so. Gloves, so we can't take that. Again. Boots. Damage reflected on block. I might just take it because of that. Sure. Primal. Then there's absolutely nothing useful here. My god. We can put one crappy primordial damager in and double it. Attack speed. It's gonna be hard for me to lose lives, isn't it? To get the scaling stats off them. I don't think there's anything useful for the leap either. Weird. I guess I can put the primal stun chance on it. Chance of stun. Primal res. Attack reach. They're not bad, but I think I want the helmet, so skip here. Yeah, we have to, or the gloves, I mean. Definitely want the reflect-based gloves. Primal res. Primary is useless. Primal and stun. Rerolls. Ability and damage to injureds. So ability damage shouldn't work, so we'll just take two kind of useful stats there. Crit chance. Attack. No, probably just some primal damage in case that works. Whatever. I like getting the rare items early on. Damage to elites. Attack reach. This does seem to be a lot better than the first attempt. Both because of the Eldritch thing and the addition of the Barbarian stuff. Damage movements. Apparently having a unique Eldritch item completely tailored to one specific build is pretty impactful. So next up, we just wanted the crit chance thing, I guess, in case that works on it. Huh. No, that would be the attack that applies a stun. Probably wouldn't work. I guess we don't need the immunity frame, so I could leap around a lot, but I don't think so. There we go, crits. XP. And then we are looking for the reflect gloves and the helmet. I don't remember what rarity the gloves are, so it might be better to go for the helmet first, since I know that's uncommon. I'll toss a couple just in case. Alright. Try and find a common so we can go for the helmets. I'll do health regen, sure, we might need some of that. My flail knocks them so back I can't even yell at them, crazy. Okay, so we can get the helmet here. There we go, barrel, big health, and attack reach if we level it up. XP. Attack speed will give us more healing, so we do want that. Although, I also can't even die if I wanted to. Okay, so this is on Legendary for the Reflect Gloves. And we got the full build now. Eldritch Thorns chest piece. Thorns gloves, big AoE and health helmets. Some random legendaries with even more reflect damage. Rare items. Finish off the attack reach. And then let's do some big attack reach to get that up. The spike doesn't even move my HP. Attack reach and movements. Probably the rare items early on. Block and reflect is kind of cool. Go to blue, damage and health. Getting hit by 20 enemies at once does 1% of my HP. Interesting. Damage reflected on hits. Reflected damage. Primal and movements. No, I can't even lose any lives. I'll take the damage on block. I literally can't lose lives. Movement for life, if it ever comes into play. I guess I should have lost them early on before I got everything. But there's no way to get the extra stats now. Freeze for any synergy with that. Damage reflected on hits. Damage reflected. And damage reflected. Yeah, let's get a bit of movement speed with it. Movement speed is really good on these maps, which is why I usually sacrifice a bunch of lives early on. But I'm too strong to even do that on this character now. Rock chance. That'll work on the crit thing. So we might want to build that up a bit. Block chance. I want to see what we end up with that maxed out at, if I don't accidentally overcap it. Like, that should be one of the best stats, but I'll take it for later, I guess, hopefully. Probably gonna be hard to ever die, I guess. Block chance. Chance of freeze and barrier? Yeah, we can use those. Oh, this guy hits me for slightly over 10%. Sick. The knockback on the flail is actually super annoying and counterproductive for a retaliation build, I feel like. Reflected. Damage reflected. Damage reflected. Another one. Big attack reach, sure. Resistance pierce. Ooh, reflected. Movement speed, since we can't even lose lives. Rare items. Burn? We don't really need that since I have the rune for it. Barrier mounts? Probably not gonna happen. Solar resistance. Rare and reflects are really good. The two elites. I'll take the medium damage since we need a lot of help with the bosses right now. Attack speed. Energy on block actually would give us a lot of healing. I guess we could build a bit more of that. Damage on block. Stagger. Rerolls, yeah. Reflected movements. Lunarez. All health. Ew. Full damage. Let's do the reflected damage there. And those are terrible. Reflect damage. Piercing. Yeah. Damage reflects. I think we pass on that. Oh, yeah, I do want to see where that ends up. It looks like we're actually slightly overcapped on it. That is a double on the reflect, so that's decent. That is a double there. Yeah, that's fine. Instant attack. So we don't want that. We should be able to use that since I've tried to build Primal Roar for it, hopefully. Stun. These are both the same. Flexed to elites. No, that's 2 on the energy unblock. I don't think I want to do that. Double shots for extra healing and elemental procs, I guess. Attack speed. Damage reflected. We definitely need some crit chance. I actually don't want the attack force since that's knockback. And the flail's already pushing them so far away. But I want them to hit me. Damage reflects. Yes, we lost a life. More stats. Attack speed, we can get 2.5%. Sick. Trees. Yeah, max out the block chance now. Well, it's definitely a stupid build. I don't think it's good. The single target damage is so bad. I'm knocking them back so much that I can't really get that many attacks, and then the reflect AoE from the artifacts. We need lots of damage. Attack reach? Nah. Damage on hits. Max roll. Damage reflects. Crit chance. Attack reach. Crit damage. Damage reflects. Damage to elites. I guess. Just trying to get as much damage as possible, but it's not really giving me great stuff for that. There we go, double reflects. I'll just take that for the percent increase. Attack speed. Energy. Reflected to elites. Rare and damage. Energy, I guess. Really wants me to take energy on block, I guess. Damage to elites or stuns. Yeah, that should work. Increase reflected and damage reflected, very nice. Damage and movement. Chance of stun. Rare and reflected, pretty nice. Damage reflect, I guess. Yeah, the damage is not terrible if I can at least have them all meleeing me at the same time. And then the artifact is just pulsing the AoE onto everyone else. That's kind of overkill now. Just kidding, it is terrible, actually. Reflect to there, yeah. Can't get the legendary, I can't move. Just something with a lot of reflect damage, please. I need damage. Ooh, max attack reach? Maybe. Damage for life lost. Hopefully we can lose some more and actually get something out of that. Burn, don't really need that. More reflects. Permanent life loss. You may not like it, but this is what peak reflect damage looks like. Oh, if I run with... No, I can't move at all. Dang it. I was gonna say, if I could run with the beams, I could maybe lose some lives and get some more stats. Well, they're all dead. Maybe we can lose some lives here. Damage reflects. Okay, there we go. But also, this guy is so tanky. I'm not sure if I want to dodge everything for such a long fight. But at least my stats are higher. This build is somehow completely immortal and completely trash at the same time. Amazing. Give me some more reflect damage. And Try and find a better damage roll. That's 2 onto it, but 1 wasted. Please give me damage. I needs it. God, it is hard to roll stuff here. Okay, full damage there. Damage burning. Increase reflected. Increase reflected. Get all the damage we can over here. Okay, that's pretty helpful. Stun. Probably take some double shot here. Max out the piercing. Is there anything else you can do with this chest, man? It's just pure reflect damage. How do you scale this? You must need something other than the helmets. And there must be something I'm missing about reflect damage, because this is so bad. We have maximum stats now with 0 lives left. And it's not making much of a difference. Crit chance. Damage effects. Instant attack. That one should be the most to elites and rare items. Damage effects. Damage to elites, yeah. Reflect and block. Damage to burning. Oh, that's actually pretty good now. Damage taken per life loss. Don't think we need that. Rerolls. What is my damage reduction currently? 50%. Damage taken staggered. Yeah. Double damage. None of those really do anything. Damage reflected. Increase reflected, yeah. Damage to elites. And those are kind of wasted. Ooh, affected to elites. Max roll. Double reflects there. Reflected damage. Crit damage, yeah. Attack speed. Those are useless. Full reflects. Damage to healthy? Yeah. Is there any chance I can kill a spirit caravan at this point? Maybe. Damage for life loss is pretty nice now. Well, I can't kill the camels at all. That's all that's left. Yeah, there's no way we're getting those. Actually, movements. Because I can barely move around with this many enemies. I can only leap. Kinda just pushing me wherever they want. Try and find some big reflect damage for the boss here. No. Please, just lots of reflect damage. I can't even stay on it! They're pushing me off. Image of burning. And might help a little bit. I don't know. Damage to healthy. Burning. Damage to healthy, yeah. Freeze or stagger. Burn, that's useless. Reflected damage. Damage to burning. Give me the item! Full reflects. My hand isn't even on my keyboard. This is just the enemies pushing me around. Although I do want that armor so I can get more reflect damage. There we go. Too dark over here. Full reflects. Damage for life lost or taken. We don't have that max, so I guess I should. Nah, it's too slow. Taking the big damage thing. XP. Energy. Like, I'm wondering if you could do a similar build, but instead of using reflect damage, you use the energy on block stuff instead. And you just have like a primary ability build that just chain casts that over and over from the insane generation you can get from that. Because anything has to be better than this, right? Those are terrible. Although it is very relaxing, I don't even need my hand on the keyboard for the bosses. Damage reflect thingy. That's double reflects there. That's a double reflects. Proc chance. I have to get on the circle super early because they just keep pushing me off it. It's so hard to channel. Stop! Let me in! Finally back to some no hands gaming. As God intended a Thorns build. Full reflects. You can't open chests during boss fights, can you? Doesn't look like it. I can't get that soul! Okay, there we go. It's good, but I just want some damage, man. I think this guy is gonna smell my witch for so long that he's going to eventually enrage. And finally, the run will be over. We need a higher speed than 2 times for situations like this. Like maybe a nice chill 10 times speed would be pretty good. Let me just go Google real quick. How long does it take for a Conquest Dark boss to enrage? Alright, leveled up power. In Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Conquest battles bosses generally do not have an enrage timer. Wow, thank you AI overview. Very helpful. How long does it take to beat Conquest Dark? I do not know. I don't know how long it takes to enrage. Enrage timer is a bad solution for a stupid problem. The problem of bosses being too spongy or too resistant to current setup is rather stupid. On release, I remember running in circles around some blue fatso in some cave because he was moon resistant or whatnot, and my archer damage was almost exclusively moon. This problem could have been fixed by making the bosses less meaty or giving the players more opportunities to buff their damage. Or adding some gimmick like kill these 3 lieutenants and deal increased damage. Or just leaving this as it is. While I was fighting that dude for half an hour, I killed him in the end. But no, the dev just had to make the worst decision possible and decided to punish the player for fighting the boss he's made for too long. Alright, Google's not going to tell me how long the enrage timer is, I guess. And he's not even halfway there. I guess they removed it. We would certainly have hit it by now. Either that or I'm so tanky that I can tank the enrage timer. But they probably did remove it. I don't think anyone actually liked it. My Primal Roar with almost no actual runes is about 1/6 of the damage of Reflect that has modifiers like 10,000% damage reflected. Man, this is insane. Where are my reflect stats? Don't see them. Maybe I don't have any. We have 337 increased. Oh. 11,250 on block, which is 75%. an extra 1450 versus elites like this guy, 337 to everything, and then there's like a global stat as well, right? That's only on block. Should be a global one as well. I think. I don't know. In a couple years, my burn will eventually pass everything else as it keeps stacking up. It's gonna be super exciting when that eventually happens. Power, please. I don't even know if that works on reflex. Well, I hope to God it does. We did it! We beat the game! Alright, that is enough of this build. My god. I gave it my best shot, but that was the only edge item I found. It's so broken I can't even leave it, it's lagging out. Get me out of here! So yeah, takes quite a while to get the Eldritch items. You might get the damage reflect one and have to play that. Or not. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Or will I?